Morning, friends. It's Tuesday, and today's going to be a little bit different. The kids and I are going to head out the store to run some errands, but first we're going to do some Bible study together, make some simple meals, make sure there's dinner so that when we come home it's already done and we don't have to worry about it, so it's going to be enjoyable. There are certain seasons of motherhood that you just spend so much time just trying to get through. When my kids were little, it was all about, just taking care of them, making sure their needs were met, and making sure that their bellies were full for the day. I didn't even worry about getting them dressed. It was like, let's just put on pajamas for the day and comb your hair, and I was good with that, and brush your teeth. But then one day you wake up and you realize they're teenagers. And then the relationships start changing. You're not doing everything for them anymore. You're doing more things with them. And I'm realizing how much I actually love this part. I don't want to rush through it. A little bit quiet. So today we have plans to get out the door. We are going to do our weekly shopping trip. I can't say that I've done it the same every single week because I have not. Sometimes I go and I don't even film because it's literally just milk and garlic powder. I think I got the one day I'm like, it's not even a big haul. So it just looks different. I am enjoying simplifying lately. So when life happens and you kind of have to adjust to things, you go, okay, it doesn't have to look the same as before. Like even last night, for example, we made a tater tot casserole. Okay, I only have one little package of hamburger. I didn't even have much cream and mushroom soup, and I had a lot of tater tots, and I was like putting it in my 9x13 pan, and I was like, that just looks so sad because we're used to making it so much more meat in there. But I'm like, you know what? It'll be good. And I put the tater tots on top. I didn't even put cheese on top. Sometimes I pour cream mushroom soup over it to make it like, real hearty and good. Well, I bake that. And then I thought, well, basically it's tater tots on top with like a thin burger patty smashed in the bottom is what it kind of reminded me of. And so I was like, the kids were like, ooh, our favorite. And I was like, is it going to be their favorite? And I'm telling you what, it was the best ever. Yes, it was definitely a little different than tater tot casserole. Very similar flavors, obviously, but it was more like a burger with tater tots on top. It was very good. I had leftover peas and carrots. I put that with mine, and I was like, I kind of feel like I'm having what's the shepherd's pie? We call it shepherd's pie, cottage pie, whatever you would call it, or like a hamburger gravy. I'm like, very interesting. So I'm like, it just goes to show that sometimes just simplifying things, they taste good. Like our meals lately, you've been watching, I've been doing very simple things, buttery noodles, chicken, nothing too fancy sometimes. And it's like, you know what? It's just as good. It's just as good, the food. So whether we have a ton where normally if I had a lot of meat in the freezer, I'd put more in there. But if you don't at all, it still worked out good. So, and we still have leftovers. There's still like a little square that I cut out and I put in a container and put in the refrigerator. So that'll be somebody's little maybe lunch one day this week or grab, and go if they're hungry later on or whatever. So simplifying the meals has been a good thing. So I know I have not gone huge shopping. I am using up what I have in my freezers and in my pantries, doing something a little bit different. And so like even today I looked and I saw there was an ad for Detweiler's, the farm market we go to, and they had chicken, 10-pound bag of chicken for $20. And I was like, ooh, that's like $2 a pound. I'm like, I'm going to go get some. But then I thought about it. And remember when I went, it's been over 3 months. I'm going to say it was March, right? April, May, June, July. It's been 5 months that I did that huge meat haul. And I got that meat from Gordon Food Service. So I looked on their website. Their hamburger that I got and their chicken is even less than the deals that I find at the stores. So, and then I also thought, well, maybe, it's not as good. It was the cheaper hamburger. But, I bought hamburger, a pack at Aldi, and that's what we've been eating the last few times, and it's extremely greasy. And I know the stuff I get, I understand fat, you have to have all the stuff, but like the one I got from Gordon Food Service, I'm like, it was a cheaper hamburger and it tasted way better. So I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna go back to that. Like they had the tubes of hamburger for cheap. I want to say they're $35. I know like the discount store when you get them frozen, they used to be $25. They're probably $30 if you can find them. and they have cases of a hamburger. Obviously, you have to get a case. And I believe they had, it was less than $2 a pound, because I think it's $64 for 40 pounds. And I'm like, and it was great chicken. So like in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I gotta run to Delaware and get that. But I looked that up and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait and do a meat haul again, because it was good and it lasted. So that was over 5 months ago. We still have a few things. I picked up like hamburger, cooked it, and then we're using a little bit of that, but I still have some chicken in there, and we still have a few more other things. So it's, at first I'm like, oh, I need to go stock up. But then I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be just fine. And we are. It's looking different. It definitely has simplified my food, simplified the way I cook, but we are still going to bed. No one is, can you see? I'm not starving. I'm actually gaining weight this week. Why? No, hormones, people. No, I'm just kidding. I just laugh. I'm like, whatever. It's all good. So we're going to do that today. So we're going to head out. Basically what we're going to do for the week, the big expense that we're going to buy things. I'm looking at my list right now. There's a few things I have to pick up, but it's mostly birthday food for Steven, because his birthday, he is turning 14 on Monday. And so this weekend we are doing his dinner. And so I said, whatever you want to eat, you take your pick. So he chose all the fun freezer foods, pizza rolls and taquitos and, all that curly fries, all that good teen boy fun things. So I'm like, that'll be good. So we're going to go to the store. The kids, we're all going to go out and get that done today. And so I have like very minimal things to do here. But one thing we're going to do is we're going to get dinner done, so that when we come home, I don't have to worry about it today, which will be great. It's a crock pot meal, and then make some lunch. I've got my good bread, so I'm going to make some lunch before we go. And then I'm going to make kombucha, because that, one of my viewers asked me to do a step-by-step video. I did back in the mountains. It's been years. So I thought, well, I will do that today just to show her how that works. So it's going to be an amazing day today. So I've got my kombucha here. So let me do a recommendation. Mike, you have to get a SCOBY, if you know what that is. Here's what I got, this one on Amazon. Now, my old SCOBY I got from my girlfriend way back in Michigan, like when we left Michigan, and I used that SCOBY for years and years and years, because what it does when you make it, it grows more and more and more, and you can pull them apart, and you can have like a SCOBY hotel, it's called weird, I know. But I had one for Jaden that I got, and then hers just sat in the pantry for over a couple years, and I never did anything with it, and I went to use it. I did use cheesecloth, so I think that cheesecloth is what made it mold, and some don't use cheesecloth, but it could have been the SCOBY was bad too, because I didn't feed it or do anything with it. So I bought this one on Amazon. I want to say it's $10 for it. They have step-by-step instructions. I even laughed. I told my girlfriend, I was talking to her, I'm like, I never worried about temperature of water. I never worried about pH of anything. I'm like, you just made it. I said, I remember getting my SCOBY out, and I had like tea bags stuck to the SCOBY. It was like embedded. I said, definitely different, but I know we have city water, we have different here, so I kind of go by the instructions now that my SCOBY's pretty strong, and then go from there. So what I do is I bought my it's a gallon jar, and at Walmart, I want to say it was $12, $13 for the glass jar, and then you need like tea towels right here to put on top, and a big rubber band. That's something you do need. So I let mine sit. I was doing a week, and that's good. It makes good. It's still a little more zingy, not as, and the sweetness goes away. That's kind of the balance you want. And so I'm letting mine go for 2 weeks this time. And so just to see the longer one, if we like that one better. I got to get back into it. It's one of those things that I used to drink it, and I tried it again this time, and I'm like, ugh, I cannot do it. And so I take ours and flavor it. And usually one thing we've always done is just blueberries. I put blueberries on top. We did frozen ones. Fresh ones weren't as good as frozen. Frozen were great. And then it sits at its second fermentation, it's called, and it makes it kind of that fruity flavor. So then I was talking to my girlfriend, and she said that she gets this. This is 100% real juice. There is no like just filler stuff in it. And then she puts this in there and a little bit of honey and the kombucha, and then lets that ferment for like 7 more days and drinks. She said that, yeah, she goes, I think you'll like that way better. So I'm excited to try this. So this is like $3.68. You get blueberries, you're gonna pay more freezer. So I think this is gonna work. But what you do is it's tea and sugar. So I'm gonna take tea. I use family tea bags, black tea it has to be, with 2 cups of water. I'm pretty sure what it is, 2 cups of water. The directions tell you to do 2 cups of water to a boil, put the tea bags in and let it sit for 10 minutes. Then you put in a cup of sugar. I used to put everything all together and just let it boil. I'm just making sure I say all that correctly. But follow the instructions, then you won't have anything messed up. And then normally you let that cool, and then you put it in your jar and you add your water to it. But we have I have to use my refrigerator water because it's filtered a little bit better. So mine gets really cool. So I think if the temperature is 75 to 85 degrees. So I don't recommend making it too cool. So I usually put my hot in, as soon as the sugar dissolves, put it in the jar, let it sit, and then, or not let it sit, add the refrigerator water to it right away, fill it back up, do it again, because I gotta fill this all the way back up, and then put my starter that I kept out in there, and then it's good. Usually I put it in the oven for a few minutes to get it warm. I know, it's sad. Our water's super warm coming from the tap, but when you get it from the refrigerator, it's cooler. So you do that, put the thing on top, let it sit for a week to 2 weeks, see how it is, and if you want to drink it that way, you can, and if you want to make it like a second fermentation, it makes it more bubbly and like soda, like the bubbly stuff, basic carbonation. That's what I'm looking for. So with the flavor. So it's easy. It's pennies on the dollar what it costs you. If you go and buy one of those kombucha things at the store, I believe my kids used to get them, the Synergy ones. They're like, and it's not alcohol. Don't think it's alcohol. It's not alcohol at all. It's like $4 to $5 for a bottle, a little tiny bottle, and you can make so much for the cost of black tea and sugar. You got to buy this to begin with, but once you have this, you can use this for the rest of your life. And then if you, whatever fruit you add or whatever you do, that's your cost, but it's so minimal. So, all right, let's make this. I'm gonna be a rebel and put my tea bags in there with it. So what you do here, this is my, oh, look at that. I'm getting a nice, this is SCOBY. I'm getting a nice SCOBY. They grow, and multiple ones grow. So you could pull it off, but I'm gonna just keep this. I'm gonna put this in here. You need about a cup of starter for the next batch. So I'll do a little bit more. And I'm gonna keep that right there. Look at that, nice and bubbly. And then pour the rest into jars. Totally forgot I'm gonna add the juice to it. Let me do that first. So we'll put that like this for you. Okay, already taking a little sip of that, like just off the spoon, that tastes way better. So I think this is gonna be 1,000 times better. So you get 2 of these. So this is, I wanna say this is $3.50, $3.60, so it'd be like $1.50, $1.75 for one. That's still cheaper than buying it. So this is good. I did do an experiment because my girlfriend said do honey, so I did a little honey, more honey, and then I also used cane sugar. And so I did 1 tablespoon of cane sugar and 2 tablespoons of the other one. So what we'll do is I will let these jars sit for about another week, and then put them in the refrigerator, and then I pour, like I take like my little bottles that I have for my juice. Greg takes one, and then I'll take one filled up. I think it'll be probably a good change. So then this stuff, tea has been sitting. You're gonna add in your, I usually leave the tea bags in there, but let's not be the rebels. Let's take the tea bags out, and then I'm gonna add in a cup of sugar, let that dissolve, and then I'm gonna pour it into this glass jar right here and start adding my liquid to it. So you do the sugar, because what it's doing is it's feeding the SCOBY. So the sugar goes away. So there's no sugar in this unless you add sugar to it, which is a good thing if you need to watch your sugar. And so the SCOBY, it's a systematic colony of bacteria. I don't know what the Y stands for, something, but it feeds off it and makes all these real good things for your gut and your body. And it's like, do a Google on it. It's a really good thing. So, all right, let me clean my mess here, and then we'll add this in here. She's very cute. Okay, instead of turning my oven on, because that's how I would normally heat this, because it's cool, it's only like 70 degrees, I'm just gonna put the cover on. I'm gonna put it directly in the sun here on my table just for a little bit till it's like sun tea. I had a thought, what would make that not get cold so fast? Boiling more water. So don't abide by the 2-cup rule. Just fill the pot up with water. That would be better. Sometimes it takes a little time. So, all right, let me get my stuff out for dinner. All right, so I'm gonna do a simple meal, and what I'm enjoying most right now in this season, which is weird, I usually always like to have lots in my freezer, lots in my pantry, so I don't have to feel like we're gonna run out or we're gonna have enough. It's kind of been fun to go, what can I create out of what I have? And it's like, it's been very, like, I haven't been disappointed out. Those little chicken pens I made out of my stir-fried veggies, that's like my favorite thing ever. I don't like heating them up in the microwave, so I do the air fryer. And then they're more harder on the outside. Otherwise, they're kind of smushed. So, but so good. So like today, we're making sausage, red beans, and rice. Okay, so I do have a couple more chili beans, but I do have plenty of kidney beans. And so I'm like, what I'm gonna do for mine, we're gonna do what does it look like after you mix it up? So I'm gonna add in, my original recipe is 2 cans of chili beans, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and a can of tomato sauce. Is that it? Yes, and sausage. I'm gonna cut that up in a minute. But this one is gonna have, I have 1 mixed chili bean, 1 regular chili bean, and then 2 kidney drained, tomato sauce, and diced tomatoes. I might add 1 more tomato after I stir this and kind of see what it looks like. And then my seasonings are basil, oregano, onion, and garlic, and parsley, because I have a lot of parsley too. So again, let's come up with what you have and see what you can create. Some of the kids' favorite meals are when I'm low on groceries and I make stuff, or I make it and Greg's always like, make it just like this every time. I'm like, how can I? That was just a throw together kind of meal. So it's always a beautiful thing to see. This looks just like sausage when I make rice. So let me cut up my kielbasa and then we'll add that too. Okay, this is how this looks. It's beautiful. I added 1 more can of chili beans. That gives me a little over half a crock pot. That's where I struggle. How much? How little? It'll be one of those things that I have like an extra too much forever. But I know that Autumn really likes this. There's other kids that like this too. And so she may take it. She doesn't usually take food to work, but she may take it. So she'll be good. So then I'm gonna do rice. Usually I just do 2 cups of this for this meal and it's never enough. So let's do 3. And then that way there's plenty of rice. And someone may eat it for something else. Right, and then another great thing I'm enjoying, even this season, we are at the season where we probably could eat out. It doesn't cost $100. Actually, probably still cost, it would still probably cost way over $100 to feed everybody. Maybe like 90. So, eating out, no. And you know what? What we found is that eating out, it's like sometimes it just upsets your stomach. It makes you feel yuck. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't mind making something that everybody enjoys and is comforting and delicious. So what is that in our household? It is gonna be grilled cheese and tomato soup. So I'm following my recipe. So I'm gonna follow my recipe, put it all in the pot, heat it up. I've got my bread from yesterday. We're gonna slice it because it's good and make enough sandwiches for everybody so they can have full bellies. That's good, not gonna upset their stomach before we get out the door. How was you? And I made your favorite today. What? Not just grilled cheese and tomato soup. I'll be here. I'm like, shit. Okay, so having meals is a beautiful thing. So let me take my bread here and just cut that. I'm only gonna cut what we need and make 4 sandwiches. That's it. 4 sandwiches. I made extra last time because I thought they weren't extra, but this bread is so hearty. Like it's heavy. Feel that? You don't even need to, which is beautiful. So I kind of cut I guess we could cut the end off. You don't really have to, but I'll do like, you know how the store gives you that yucky end piece? There we go. That'll be our end piece there. And then we'll cut here. Give me 1 second. 2. Perfect. Okay, I got a little crooked there, but that'll still give us 2 days worth of sandwiches. Isn't that interesting? Just because they're perfect and thicker and great. So I've got my homemade butter over here out. I'm gonna put these on there. My butter, I didn't get it out in time, so it's a little thick. So I just gotta make sure I put it in chunks in there. Make the sandwiches, it'll cook, it'll be great. This I'll turn down. Soup I gotta stir. Get a thing. All right, food for the day. The rice is kind of still simmering. You can see it bubbling through there. This is done. This is gonna take some time. It's cooking some butter. It takes a little bit. The pan's on an angle. I need to fix it. And then I'll flip it over. It'll melt. It made such good grilled cheese last time, being crispy like that. I gotta go get my kombucha outside so I can add the other SCOBY into it. To finish up your kombucha, you're gonna take your 1 cup. I'm gonna do a little bit more. It's about 2 cups and my SCOBY. I'm gonna put it right into here. This temperature is 75 degrees. Now you can take this and split it. There's like a SCOBY right here. I'm letting mine grow real nice and thick. This will get real thick and you'll be able to peel off the SCOBYs, but I wanna get mine nice and hearty. So that's it. And look, put this on, use a tea towel, not the, what was the other one I used? Not the one the cheesecloth. Don't use cheesecloth because those little tiny bugs can get in their nets. Let this sit. I was doing it for a week. That's fine too, but I've been doing 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is gonna be a little bit better. So done, cost me, what are those, that juice, probably like $2 for a gallon of kombucha. That's a really great deal. This has become my most favorite activity to do with my teens. I used to honestly pray that we could do devotions together on a continual basis, because we start, we stop, we get distracted by things, or life, it just doesn't allow it to happen. So it's never been done consistently. And as a mom, I failed on that. I totally failed on that. I'd start with good intentions and life would get in the way. And so I am so thankful, because this group keeps me accountable. They were like, before something happens, if somebody's frustrated, one of the kids steps in and they say, Mom, let's pray. Let's pray. Let's pray for them, or, let's pray for our day. And so this has been one that I do not want to take for granted. So having these older kids means that our conversations are different, and that we can talk about things we couldn't talk about when they were little. And I really enjoy that very much. And so it's not so much me teaching them any more things, because they've already got their mindset on what they're going to do for life. It's just getting to know them and their hearts. And that just makes me just like my heart overflow with just such joy in my days. So I'm enjoying this. All right, so we did our Bible study. I'm telling you what, this mama's heart is full. It just makes me just marvel at the goodness of God in my life. And it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. So we had our Bible study, got that done, and then kids had lunch, and then they're just getting ready to get out the door. We are going to go shopping. So it looks different now. My grocery, you guys have seen my grocery house. They're non-existent. No. They're definitely different. So today, I've planned out meals, because I'm right down to very limited. I have enough for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the whole next week, until next week. For sure. I'm sure I know I come up with more next week, but we just keep stretching and stretching and stretching. And so it's a good thing. It's a challenging thing. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy going, what can I make out of what I have? And so it's beautiful. So getting input from the kids. So even like right now, I was like, all right, what do you need? Is there anything you want at the store? Is there something that I don't have that you want me to pick up? And so just getting their input. It's different than when they were little, where it's like, okay, this is what we're going to have. This is the thing. And so now as they get older, it's like, okay, what are some things that you want to do? Or my favorite, because I've been doing dinners for so many years, is now like, all right, give me like 2 meal ideas, or 5 meal ideas. And then and it's all the same things that they love, but just getting that from them makes me be able to write down and make a list. Sometimes when your brain, like I've had done my meal prep for different ways, so many ways. I've done it all. Planned out individual meals for the whole month. I've planned where, each day of the week was a certain kind of thing. Mondays were casseroles, Tuesdays were soup and sandwiches, Wednesdays were Mexican, or however, what Tuesday was tacos, actually. So just different ways that I've done meals, and, the repeats every single week. So every Thursday was spaghetti or whatever. I've done it so many different ways. I've done a master menu where I pick meals off it. I've done, lists that I just print all out. I put on my refrigerator and then just choose what I'm going to have. It just depends on how your day is. I always say, if you're struggling, make it simplified. Like, make it simplified. And then when I got together with other moms, my favorite thing to ask them is, what's for dinner tonight? What's for supper tonight? I would say. And so just getting ideas. And sometimes it's, we're having, meatloaf and scalloped potatoes. And I'm like, I had meatloaf and scalloped potatoes. It's just hearing it from someone else. Sometimes it makes you go, okay, I'll add that to my list. Do you know what I mean? So ideas all day long about things. And you can look for hours on the internet. There's so much stuff you can look up on. And just sometimes seeing it makes you go, okay, I'm going to make that. So I'm enjoying this season. I can't say that would have worked when my kids were little. No, sometimes I had to have a plan, but you just do whatever you can do. You know what I mean? And so it's enjoyable. So we have meals for the whole week planned out. Like I said, today is more just kind of grabbing a few things, mostly freezer food. You're going to see a lot of like packaged freezer foods, like there's like the 5 things he wants. And then I could just get milk for the week, but I'm going to not do that, because today is an extreme weather heat advisory is what it is. So the real feel is 115 to 120 in some spots, they said. So no big deal. We're going to be in air conditioning in the store, but I thought I don't want to get milk and have to worry about keeping it really cold, because I'm already going to have to get ice cream, that kind of stuff. And so I'm keeping it cold. It's not always challenging, just put it in the car and drive home. But milk, it's kind of sketchy. I don't wonder about that. So I have Aldi right down the road that I will be heading that way multiple times this week. And so I may do a veggie. And I also don't want to get veggies at Walmart, because I got them there last time and they were just, Like, I think everything I got there was just very yucky. So I was like, I'm not going to do that anymore unless I have to. So I'm thinking to avoid fresh fruits and veggies and milk just for today because I have to get like coffee creamer. So I'm thinking I'll do an Aldi haul or go to Detweiler's, like right down the road, that one veggie store, and get veggies and fruit. Which I might do the end of the week. I just have to see. My week it's busy. I got lots of stuff going on this week. And so, but if not the end of this week, I can go next week. That's the beautiful thing about the life we're living now. So I'm going to skip that for now, and then it's just little random things I have to pick up for food. So I'm loving the way we're doing a grocery haul now. So I'm going to grab kiddos, and we're going to go head out the door. So look at big mixing snow over here. So great. So let's go shopping. Go to Walmart. It's hot. It's a little toasty. There they go. On their own. You need a pack of paper for school. I'm going to look through here because I saw towels were on clearance. Let's see if anything else is. You never know what you find. I'm just going to come look and see if there's anything. Oh, like I bought a bunch of stuff online that we use, like markers and that. I don't think we need anything. And I got pens and all that stuff too. So I think we're good for that kind of stuff. Needed like a pocket and paper. Need beach towels, get them at Walmart, like real cheap. That's how I got mine. I think I want to say I paid like $1. They were so cheap online. Okay, I'm gonna look for my car smelly stuff to see if they got my coffee scent. Nobody seems to have it. Nobody cares about coffee anymore. And I don't know, it's online, but it's a lot of money. They just do not have coffee anymore. I wonder why. It was such a good scent. Always a staple for the weekends to have a lemonade. So I think we had yellow last. Let me get one of these. This makes it last because it's something to look forward to on the weekends for slushies. So I'm gonna get 2 of those. One of these, I assume, I don't know how much the eggs are, but I assume these aren't too much. As much as my son wants to buy pumpkin pie creamer, I don't even use creamer, but Greg does. And so what I'm finding is he's using, Autumn gets her creamer and then he uses her creamer, which is totally fine. But, she's buying that for her lonesome, and he said that he would do without, but I'm like, but I see that he likes it. So I'm going to get this for him, just vanilla. And my boy, he loves tapioca pudding. So I'm going to get these for him because that's birthday treats. I love a tapioca. One thing I'm going to get is some cottage cheese. I have a lot of sesame seeds and cranberries, and I thought, if I had a cheese, I would eat that. Velveeta shreds. That's something new. I mean, I'm all about great value. Okay, I just need to get some. I'm gonna get some cheese slices. I know. I don't even do a big one. What's the difference between deluxe? Are these wrapped, maybe? What is the difference? Which difference is one that way? Okay, I'm gonna get some of these. Just to stretch the grilled cheese, because the kids really like grilled cheese. I don't know. I think I can make a little bit more if I've got slices. This will get used. Nothing's going to waste. I need some of this ham. Maybe black. Doesn't matter what kind. $9. Let me see here. So I'll do this one. That's not this. I guess it's smoked ham. Is that it? Is that the only big one they got? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Cooked ham, that just sounds gross, doesn't it? Smoked ham. All right, we're gonna get this one. It's cola for slushie. I need Oreo cookies. We're gonna make an ice cream cookie or ice cream cake. I just need to get fakey Oreos. Let me get these ones. We'll do the great value size. This will work. I talked at home, so I just need some bun cheese. Sorry. I'm gonna try and experiment with coffee here. Let's do Colombians, the dark roast, right? This is medium. I had a theory. I saw something. It's gonna be the same price. Oh, it is a little bit more. I'm wondering if you get a bigger one, if you use less, does it last longer? I saw someone did that. I'm like, that's actually kind of genius. So I guess it's like just $1 more. Let's see, 1 pound, yeah, same size. Okay, these ones are actually good. I'm gonna try this. We're gonna get the dark one because they're about the same price as medium and just use less coffee. I saw someone said that and I'm like, that might actually work. So I'll just get one for now, I guess. Just enough to last me. Get some birthday candy. Box, I see a big box of this. Walmart's got big, giant bags of pizza rolls. You get pizza rolls for days that way. Does that sound good? Which kind do you want? Sausage pepperoni or pepperoni? And then there's those right there. Pepperoni. Sausage pepperoni. Spotted. They used to have Takis pizza rolls. Spicy. Look what they got. That's the hurt your stomach kind of stuff. Delicious. Fries are all over here. Where's curly fries? On the other side, right? Oh, I see curly fries over there. We're gonna look over here. They got the fries out here now. Or they do today at the store. Let's see. He wants curly fries. Didn't I just see curly fries? Look here. They finally got seasoned curly fries. A great value. Those ones? Half the price of the Arby ones. That's a good thing. Let me just see. Do they have chicken? Like popcorn chicken's always fun to throw in there. Oh, there's let's see if they have anything else. Oh, hey, girls. Hey, ladies. They're off doing their thing. They're all up there. Steven saw the Spider-Man popsicles. I can say that. He was like a little kid. You want to get the Spider-Man popsicles? He's 14. Scribblers, I do. I find the dairy-free one. Cookies and cream. All right, Steven, do they have it or if they don't? Right, that mint, right?
There's no pistachio.
Oh, is that what you thought? You wanted pistachio? I'm so sorry. We'll get some pistachio. Hold on. What are we going to do for your cake? We said cookies and cream. Let's do a cookies and cream. Some mint. Oh, I can't remember. Orange sherbet or rainbow? I can't remember. I feel like it's rainbow. Pistachio almond. I'm just looking to see if they have any other dairy-free ice cream. It seems like they just didn't have a lot here. We got some ice cream. We got to go find taquitos. We're looking for taquitos, wontons. Veggies. Oh, they probably left. Here we go. We're seeing them. Yeah. Those fun eggs. All right, Steven wants red velvet cupcakes. All right, we got birthday food. We got all the fun stuff for the kids. Makes me smile. They're so cute. So we got we had to pick up a few extra stuff for them, but we got everything. So birthday. So it's just like snacks. They're like, ooh, Steven picked good snacks. So even though we were pulling together foods, it's like they're going to have a couple good days of all the snacks because we got the bigger sizes and those will definitely last more than one time. So yay on the food at Walmart. All right. I'm going to head home. When you're young and you have tons of money, you can buy butter. Look at this. That is so crazy. It smells like...
It's like extra large butter.
It smells like chemical butter, but it works. Hey, there you go.
Smell will wear off.
When you got any money in the world, people, you can buy yourself a squishy butter. And then let me share that we decided we needed a little treat today. All right, so the kids are around the table here. They are ready for their favorite thing called Try Treats. Try Treats. They're excited to get their box every month because they get to try out snacks from around the world. So this month's snacks is from, do you guys know where from?
Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea. So that's very good. So it gives us little fun facts about Korea. Do you guys want to read the little Explore Korea card and see if we got anything fun facts from there?
Approximately 90% of the world's seaweed used for consumption, think sushi, comes from South Korea.
Did you know that? The 90% of the world's consumption. So all that's
a big number.
That's a lot. So fun fact about Korea. All right, so with the first thing they tried is shrimp strips.
Delicious.
Delicious. Maddie wanted to throw up. The boys love it. So the boys get the chips. All right, butter, coconut. I know the. I'm not even knowing this. I think Steven's gonna like them. Yep, Steven and Jensen. Maddie, no. All right. Chocolate pie. I believe this is gonna be like a marshmallow cream pie.
It's like a moon pie.
Moon pie. Oh yeah, moon pie. Looks just like a moon pie. Delicious. Maddie, I don't know if Maddie's loving the South Korea snacks, but no, you're not loving it. Okay, but Steven, he's debating. It's okay, so it's all good.
Delicious.
Okay, here's a little, look, it's got custard inside. It's so delicious. Steven says he wants it. Jensen wants it. Hold on. So at the end, we got to see who wants the ultimate one. Seaweed was the other one because it's made from 90% of the world. And Steven and Jensen. Maddie's not. Maddie, are you getting too old for dry treats? No. It's like, are you getting too old for goldfish? No, I'm just kidding. All right, you know these ones are delicious. I know these are good. Little mushroom things and the little sticks. These ones look actually better than the other ones. Jensen's saying he wants that one. So we've got 4 little boxes, so everybody can have their own box of them because I know they're gonna love them. Maxine smells the seaweed. She's like, I want it, I want it. Wait, hold on, they're doing the chocolate mint right now. Unfortunately, in Florida, if you don't get your package really quick off the porch, things kind of melt. So these have, they've kind of melted together a little bit, but that is my own fault because they were on that porch for a little longer. So it's basically like an animal cracker with chocolate. Maddie says no. Oh, Maddie,
So much chocolate.
she maybe, yeah, maybe just don't love it. I don't want a little milk chocolate either, so not bad. This right here is a chocolate chip cookie. Looks like a Chips Ahoy. It looks like a little bit of brown Chips Ahoy cookie. Steven's over there eating seaweed. My teenagers are starting to like back off of the snacks. Okay.
No, I just haven't eaten.
Maddie's ready for her food. Jensen, what about you? Do you think they're good? Just kind of
I
whatever.
think they're a cookie.
Cookies, not bad. Okay, Jensen's taking it. Oh, hold on. They're loving something. They're like, this right here.
They're like apple.
They're smelling like apple. What is it with there?
Like the apple flavor.
Ooh, that smells really good.
like a hard candy.
Pineapple cookie. It's a pineapple. Pineapple flavored center. Is that good? Boys both say dinner. Okay, so Maddie's ready for, she just likes the salty stuff, and that it was just shrimp, so that wasn't
It was
fair.
good.
But Jensen, he's like, yay, my snack bin can be filled, which is awesome. So I know some of you guys enjoy Try Treats, so they will give you a discount if you use my name, Amy Marion. You'll get 15% off your first box. It's just a fun thing to get. Just like a fun, you could do date night with it and just have, let's try snacks. Or my kids love to sit around the table, we cut them all up, and then they just try them, and then it's like, okay, what's that?
So we just try to eat it.
We just kind of eat it all. So like right now, they're all like, me. So we're thankful for it. So thank you, Try Treats. Okay, wasn't it a fun day today? I had probably one of the best days of my week this week. It was a beautiful day. I mean, besides the ocean walk, that was pretty nice too with my hubby. But it was very nice to just enjoy. It's like you don't have to overcomplicate things. Like sometimes just simplifying things in your life. Listen to my kids screaming. It makes it easy. Simplify. If you find things are crazy, simplify. If your house is too much of a mess, get rid of stuff. If your cleaning is so much extreme, simplify your cleaning schedule. If your food, meal prep and not knowing wasting food is so much, simplify. Make it simplified. Just don't overcomplicate things. It'll make it go so much more peacefully. So I think through all of this and through my series this week is what I'm learning is that I don't have to create the old days, that things can be much simpler, and that I can enjoy the faces that are on my table today, in this moment today. So enjoy your day. I'll see you tomorrow.